Lanes Bridge in St. Joseph, over a century old, has been closed for the past 18 months due to structural concerns, but it is weeks away from being fully reopened following extensive reconstruction. Mr. Brathwaite says the bridge is a major artery in St. Joseph.
The bridge is over 100 years old, but it has been closed for the last 18 months due to structural repairs. We're standing here now at the precipice of it being reopened, having been under construction for the last year and a half. Now, this is an important artery into St. Joseph. The residents of Sugar Hill, Erie Hill, Lamins would have all been impacted by the closure of this bridge. So I'm sure that they'll be happy to see over the next week or so this bridge being reopened. We've had a lot of structural work being done to the bridge in terms of the support structures, in terms of in the form of gabions. The majority of the bridge has already been paved. We see the drainage already being installed. We just have maybe 20 feet of paving to do on either side of the bridge before it can be fully reopened.
He says while the weather has affected other roads in the parish, several rehabilitation projects have advanced steadily, from Phillips Road to Horse Hill, and roadworks in areas heavily used by residents.
Throughout St. Joseph, we've seen some impact of the weather, deterioration of the roads due to the torrential rains. We can say, though, that even before the rains came, we did see a lot of progress happening in terms of the rehabilitation of some roads, right? Some community roads and some major arteries as well. We had Yearwood Road being paved. Phillips Road was also completed. And then we have Horse Hill, which is probably a road that most of us would have to travel, being completed as well. So we do recognize that while there's a lot of work to be done, that we have seen some progress, and I'm expecting that this progress will continue in months to come.
Mr. Brathwaite, a hometown boy as he describes himself, is vying to represent St. Joseph for the ruling Barbados Labour Party. He says the support has been overwhelming ahead of nomination process this Saturday.
A lot of the persons that I'm interacting with are family, they're friends, they're persons who have seen me grow from a little lad into someone who's now stepping forward to represent their interests on a national level. So the response has been overwhelming. Ahead of the nomination, which is slated for this Saturday, I've been getting a lot of calls and a lot of well wishes. My team is fully charged up and we're ready and raring to go. Up until now, there hasn't been any indication of any challengers, but according to the constitution of the Barbados Labour Party, nominations can come from the floor. But I can tell you that my team is ready, that if such a challenge is presented, that we'll be able to deal with it accordingly.
And following this week's High Court ruling in the Ullswater Investment 10B Joes River matter, Mr. Brathwaite says the decision brings relief to affected residents.
I fully respect the ruling handed down by Justice Wells. I hope that the ruling is upheld and that both the residents of Bashaba and Joes River as well as the landowner can continue to live harmoniously. This is our home and we have to protect it. And we have to protect it in the most harmonious way possible. So now that that is behind us, we expect to move forward, hand in hand, all as residents and lovers, residents and persons who live and love this parish.
The potential nominee says his priority is ensuring St. Joseph continues to see development in infrastructure, water reliability, and community well-being. Deanza Roberts, CBC News.